follow how I think. I want to give the opinion that you could probably different way or any way you want to, okay? Cool. These days says that Wack100 police badge is fake, right? Man, why y'all playing with Wack real quick? I'll look at this real quick. Man, could y'all stop playing with Wack? I was on a No Jumper Reddit, and I don't know what y'all got going on. My man Wack is not a police officer. Wack is one of the realest street dudes we have ever seen, okay? And I will not let y'all play with his name or besmirch his name. Wack is a good friend of mine. So anyway, supposedly Wack was on a thing with Snoopy Badass, and when showing his wallet, there was something that appeared to look similar to what people believe is a police badge. I'll play the clip here. You guys tell me. Let me mute.
I told him that though.
Okay, and it's right here. They're saying this right here. Let me put it right here. They say this looks like a police badge. Come on, people. Come on. That's not a badge. I can't believe y'all playing with the big paw rule like that. That is not a badge. I know it might look similar to a badge. I know it might look similar to a badge, but it's probably a PBA card. It could be something from, I don't know, maybe, there's certain type of emblems that look like that. That could be, he's in some type of Masonic lodge or something like that. But Wack is not the police. Big man, that is not a badge. That is not a badge. Does that look like a badge to y'all? Chat, does this look like a badge to y'all?
Wacko that told him that though.
Nah, that's not a badge. Listen, unless you can provide me the badge number, it's not a badge. It's not a badge. Also, it's not a badge. Somebody say it's an AirTag. Yeah, it's like the new AirTag type of joint. That is not a badge, chat. I will not let y'all talk about my good friend Wack100 like that. That is not a badge. And to keep it real, I don't know where this idea that Wack is the police came from. It feels like y'all only think Wack is the police because he's educated. He is an educated guy who comes from the street. Yeah, it might be like one of those Masonic things, it might be like a membership card. Anybody knows what a PBA card is? There's obviously that. Did it look like a card? Nah, that ain't no goddamn badge. And if it is a badge, it's not a police badge. It's not a police badge. Who knows? Wack might be a firefighter or something. Nigga, who knows, man? All I know is not no police badge, man. That ain't no damn police badge. You never know. It might be the security. If it's anything, it's a security badge. Wack, even though he's never really worked security, people look at Wack as a protector. It's probably security. Whatever it is, it's not a police badge. Jermaine said, "Ak, you got to stop the cat, brother. That's a badge. That's not a badge, bro. That's not a badge." Somebody says a passport. It might be a passport. Might be a passport. Or it might be like one of them things that you could swipe to get in your building or something like that. That's not a badge. No. That's not a badge. These days, thank you. I agree with you. It says Wack's the biggest pyro, not the biggest cop. Exactly. Joseph Walton, it says, "Yo, Ak, you got to let me help with the set design for your podcast. The plants not even opened be killing me. You better than that." Well, Troy Ave records in that space. We actually had to move his stuff. I think it was about to record. We moved his stuff out because we were going to use off-the-record studio. And what happened was we found out Unc was coming, so we needed 3 mics. And we didn't want to use the other studio that we filmed with 6ix9ine in, like that infamous 6ix9ine studio, because it was just, I'm a redesign in there. And we went to our other studio, which Troy Ave usually records it in. Yeah. But yeah, help me with the design. What's up? Kino, thank you for the 5. It says, "Yo, Ak, show Chicago artists a little bit more love. He got the hottest song out. It's called Went Legit." I'm going to tap in. Thank you guys so much. AZ, thank you for the 5. It says, "Ak, remember that viral X tape that came out on World Star of the boxer Adrian Broner having a threesome with India loving another girl?" What?